The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Here's Elijah Moore now bringing it out of his end zone. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. That's to the former Bronco, Jerry Jeudy. From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
Watson now to throw. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Faking the give. Now Watson.
Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Reset.
Now Watson going to change the look here.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are on the board first here this afternoon. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
Right at the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You look at this Browns defense.
They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it?
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Here's Herbert.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Flush to his right. Here's a diving catch right side. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Back to throw here, Herbert.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And shedding the tackle, and now some room.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Chargers first down.
Herbert. Steps away to his left. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 6.
Now it's Herbert. This is caught. Touchdown, Chargers.
Jackson Smith-Njigba.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Chargers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. He's settling in nicely here in the first quarter running the football. Remember, he already has the touchdown run.
And you can feel the vibe, can't you? He's in unison with his offensive front. They are in concert together. So if you're flipping over to the other side of the line of scrimmage, they've got to be more physical and handle some of these gaps that have been created.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Now Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 16.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
Here's Watson. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Browns have taken the lead. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and that makes the score 14-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And just shutting him off there. Room to run at the 50. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
But whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. It's Dobbins on the out route, bringing it in. And they're able to get this one past the 30, down to the 25. Here's Herbert. Buying time to his left. This is caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Jackson Smith and Jigba with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken in the end zone and no run back forthcoming, so they will bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Set.
And again, it's Chubb. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
To throw is Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. That one goes for 8 yards. The Browns at 7-1 now on the year. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, We'll be playing at home in the postseason, and we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
And trouble trying the middle here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Watson. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Khalil Mack providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely, and that sack finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will be taken at the 13. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Herbert now. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A 4th down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott. Back deep, Nyheim Hines. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this returnable for Hines. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 2nd down and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 21-yard line.
Now it's Watson. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, 33 yards.
And the Browns will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Over the middle and caught by McConkey.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And this is caught. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Jackson Smith and Jigba in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th on the year. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And complete to Smith and Jigba. And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 2.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Right back to Dobbins on first. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd down and 6.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 22-yard line. Looking to throw. Herbert. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, Herbert. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal?
Now Herbert going to shift his guys around.
On 2nd and goal, Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown.
Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Chargers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Dicker now to tack on the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Browns drive about to get started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Watson. That is caught and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They give the Chubb out of the gun, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
At the 40-yard line.
24.
Watson now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
26.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
At 31. At 59.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Herbert. Being chased out left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Go.
Here's Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Go, go.
They snap it to Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he'll get it inside the 35.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Second and 7, operating from the 34. Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
Hey, ram. Let's go.
Now they send a man in motion right. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Ladd McConkey, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers could be on their way to 7-1 as they add on to their lead. Extra point try now from Dicker. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Browns 21. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. Here's Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 51 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
54 is down. He's coming.
Now Watson. And his throw is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Reset. 54.
To throw is Watson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Chargers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Charger drive about to get going. Turnover that just got him the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here then?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation. And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Herbert on 3rd and long from his own end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Hines now on the return. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. This is 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. On the move past the 40. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. Now Watson. This will be caught. Judy. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jerry Judy, 31 yards. And the Browns have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. And they just about had to get that recovery to have any chance. They only have one timeout. You look at the clock, and let's do the math here, Charles. This one's pretty much over.
Yeah, we do have a chart here, don't we, that tells us about the timeouts.
You do. I'm not as smart as you.
And in looking at it, you're exactly right. Chart's not going to help them here at all. They're pretty much done at this stage. They had to have that recovery.
They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he stopped immediately there. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Watson to throw. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
You're set. Alert!
Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.